the tip. To the paint. Here's Zubac.
Damn, they got ball first play of the game.
The official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Zubac, such a towering presence, a guy who's capable of scoring through contact.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old-school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Here's Bogdanovic, following the basket by Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive.
Jokic got
and the
dunked
jam by Harden.
on. Murray got
Once
dunked
Harden
on.
takes that
Let's see what
first
type of game this
step,
gonna be.
it's very difficult to stop his drive.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Softly drops in the floater. Harden's got his second basket.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, you can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Powell. Pass to Zubac. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. And I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight. And Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight. So they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
You said that as soon as he threw the ball away. I know he probably said the same shit.
Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Leonard with no one around.
It's funny because I literally just played with the Clippers, so I know their weakness. Wahaha. Sound like you ain't got that much longer in this round.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. To the inside. Zubac tries again. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
They get the rebound. Here's Murray. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Wow, he put a little extra on that one, didn't he?
The Clippers in the lead. Harden with it. Bogdanovic wide open. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
From deep, Jokic. It's good from long range. Jokic has got 9.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovic, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Outside, Porter.
Oh, you got to drop that, Porter.
Shot that would have put them on top. Harden inside the three-point line. And it's Denver with the rebound. For three,
That's
Murray.
a terrible shot.
A D by Bogdanovich.
I can tell.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Leonard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Deflects the pass. And here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. It's Powell with the drive.
Oh, you gotta be mother-loving kidding me.
Well, Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Murray from deep three-point territory. The Nuggets with another miss. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And so he hits both.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Back to Zubac. Good, nice job down low. Zubac has got 7.
Tough.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster.
I was taking that shot again.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw
exactly
why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
The Nuggets trailed by 6. Westbrook with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Denver passing it around. Chanchar, no good.
I waited too late to make that pass.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over. Well, an excellent passer, Harden taking pride in finding an open teammate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
All right.
Yeah, but the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
Here's Chunjong. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Here's Leonard, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
The defense just pinballing off of the frame of Kawhi Leonard, determined to score.
Jordan. Pass to Strother. Jacks up a three. And another shot. Right side Westbrook.
Oh, I passed.
Stolen by Harden. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Harden. 6 points for him. Wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Here's Strother. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 6. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Took him no time at all on that one.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Pass to Eubanks. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Eubanks got his first points in this one. The Nuggets trail by 7. Wide open look here.
Fuck my shit live.
That 3 off the mark. And
as soon as I shot the ball.
Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets now in offense. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Wants to get it to Eubanks and does. The open shot by Bogdanovic. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Where did you go for the plate defense?
Bogdanovic has got 6.
Where are you going right now?
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
This is what Jamal Murray does. He hits shots.
Gordon with no one around.
AG, I trusted.
Clippers leading by 4 to the middle. Kawhi puts it down hard.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here is Harden. He's got 10. Leonard changes up. Good defense by Jokic.
A lot of defenders choose to just
back
off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
I deserve to miss that.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Eubanks, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Jokic a screen. From the top of the key, bounces high off the rim and drops.
Literally. Because my shot was about to bounce out. And I'm like, but that was a great shot.
When there's a pick set up, gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail by 4. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You gotta drop that.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So, kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, we can talk about the insane dunking, but Aaron Gordon is such a great glue guy. Does all the little things and willing to sacrifice his numbers for the good of the team.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. It's time.
Come on.
Reporter David Aldridge.
That's a beautiful shot.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Denver calls timeout. The Clippers making a switch here. Denver calls timeout. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy. The Nuggets trail by 4. And here's Jokic outside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Jokic has got 16.
Stretching the defense out. You have to stay on Jokic from that ring.
Harden right side. With the teardrop. Here's Zubac. And the layup's good off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
Clippers leading by 3. It's Harden with the drive. Jones kicks it out to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Harden. He's got 12. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Wow. The one
And now
mismatch.
a 5-point Clipper lead.
Just too determined.
Nigga, keep
Zubac's
going.
finishing strong.
Here's Jokic. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
Gordon for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Jones, no luck. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. That ties it up. Jokic has got 7 now in this quarter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to
like
fight
you see
hard.
it
They've
coming,
gotten that.
but you
They've
can't on this
outworked the
stuff.
other team, just fighting tonight.
The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Wants to get it to Westbrook and does. It's hauled in by Zubac. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Bogdanovic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic high post. Powell with the steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, Harden, a true creator when he has the ball in his hand.
Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The Nuggets trailed by 3. Here's Strother. Hasn't made one yet. The Nuggets with another
That's
miss.
the second time I wanted this man to shoot a 3,
there, got away with
and he make us shoot a mirror.
Lapse.
Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's the same old thing.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Pulls up on the wing. What a performance for Ivica Zubac. He's been the story for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Russell Westbrook. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Here's Kawhi Leonard on the attack.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back. Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Right side Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first
You can be putting Ben Simmons in the game.
That one stings there. Hurts
At
so
point
much more
guard
to turn the ball
with a
over,
center.
especially with how tight
Bro,
the game is.
you just limiting your options greatly.
Murray scanning the floor.
I just missed that badly.
To take the lead.
Murray like that.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open.
Come on, Michael Porter.
And that
You gotta
one's
play
good.
better D than that.
Simmons.
Fooled the defense there. Mills is a deadly shooter coming off the pick and roll. That time the slip pass worked.
Gordon. And then Gordon with the
That's
dunk.
down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, we settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Timeout called, Nuggets. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Jokic with it. Leonard picks him up. Gordon outside. Eubanks grabs the miss. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 1.
Wide like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Here's Watson with the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden right side. Here's Leonard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. On offense, here are the Nuggets. There's Porter with the 3.
Look at that nigga. Yeah, he still stay open.
And so they foul intentionally.
Jamal Murray. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Denver. It's a 1-point game. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Down low.
There's a quiet intensity that Jokic plays with, especially on defense. Made that shooter a little bit nervous.
Bruising basketball from Jokic.
Damn, nigga.
Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Harden can't hit.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the 4th.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense. And I want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Shot to stop the run. Shot's good by Mills.
Nice job by Patty getting to the inside there. He has such good quick feet. Tough to keep up with him.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Now Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Pass to Gordon. Jokic with it. For 3, Murray.
Ooh.
And it's James Harden with the rebound.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
In the corner, Eubanks with it. 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Pass to Gordon. that's in there. Murray with